What's happening in Venezuela? Venezuela is currently grappling with a severe political, economic, and humanitarian crisis, which has been further intensified recently by rising tensions with the United States. Here is a summary of the main developments. 1. High tensions and military buildup with the U.S. U.S. military presence. The U.S. has significantly increased its military presence in the Caribbean, including the deployment of the USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier strike group, the world's largest. The U.S. claims this is primarily to combat drug trafficking, but many analysts view it as a pressure campaign against the Maduro regime. Deadly strikes. The U.S. has been carrying out lethal strikes against alleged drug trafficking vessels in the Caribbean and Eastern Pacific, which have resulted in over 75 deaths since September 2025. These strikes have been criticized by various countries and international bodies as potentially violating international law and amounting to extrajudicial killings. Venezuela's response. President Nicolas Maduro's government has denounced the U.S. actions as imperialist threats and preparations for war. In response, Venezuela has announced a massive mobilization of its military, including a large-scale military exercise involving up to 200,000 troops and preparing for a potential guerrilla-style resistance in the event of a foreign attack. Regime change pressure. The U.S. administration has been briefed on potential military options for Venezuela, fueling speculation that the goal of the military buildup is to force Maduro out of power. 2. Persistent political and humanitarian crisis. Contested elections. The political situation remains volatile following the disputed July 2024 presidential election, where incumbent Nicolas Maduro was declared the winner despite international and domestic observers, like the Carter Center, questioning the integrity of the results and suggesting the opposition candidate, Edmundo Gonzalez, had won. Political repression. The Maduro government has intensified its crackdown on the opposition and civil society. This includes the arbitrary detention of political opponents, the forced exile of opposition leaders like Edmundo Gonzalez, and the systematic closure of civic space through legal measures. Humanitarian emergency. The country is still in a profound humanitarian crisis. Mass emigration. Over 7.8 million Venezuelans have fled the country since 2014, leading to one of the largest displacement crises in the world. Shortages. Millions of people struggle with chronic shortages of food, medicine, and basic public services. Poverty and inflation. The economy remains severely damaged by hyperinflation, projected at 270% for 2025, corruption, and the decline of the oil industry, leading to widespread multidimensional poverty. International aid. International bodies, including the European Union, continue to allocate humanitarian aid to assist the vulnerable population in Venezuela and the neighboring countries hosting migrants. In short, Venezuela is a flashpoint of international tension, with an authoritarian government facing escalating external pressure while managing a deep, ongoing domestic political and humanitarian collapse.